Today I'm going to be learning more about Poland by watching this video. Amazing things that shock Americans about Poland. So, yeah, interested to see this. I have watched videos before about Americans being asked what they know about Poland and that sort of thing. So, those are always quite eye-opening videos. And yeah, I know that in America there's a lot of people with Polish heritage in important positions, whether it's in the media, in business and so on. So interested to see this. You can tell me what you think.
You probably don't have Poland at the top of your list when you think of amazing places to visit, live, or even fall in love with. But maybe you should, because Poland doesn't just surprise Americans, it delights them. And not with flashy tourist traps or Instagram photo ops, but with real, everyday things that leave you thinking, wait, how is this place so underrated? Whether you're an American traveler, expat, or just curious about the world, this video will open your eyes to what makes Poland one of the most shockingly enjoyable countries you've probably never considered. And if you like this kind of authentic content about global living, culture, and travel, consider joining the channel membership. It helps support these deep dive videos and lets you be part of the journey. Let's start with the number one thing that catches Americans off guard: how incredibly safe Poland is. Now, I'm not just talking about low crime rates on a chart. I mean real-world safety that you can feel. Picture this. It's 11:30 p.m. You're walking through the quiet back streets of Krakow, maybe just coming back from a jazz bar or late dinner, and there's not a single moment where you feel threatened or unsafe. You'll see kids walking home from evening classes, elderly people taking slow walks through lit parks, and couples holding hands on quiet streets. It's a calm, respectful atmosphere, the kind of peace and quiet that's becoming rare in many American cities.
Yeah, I mean, when you compare safety in Poland to America, the difference is going to be quite stark, I would imagine, especially in the cities. You see these videos in America, whether it's the shootings and things, but also the crime, the stealing, just so much nonsense going on there. But yeah, even if you're not comparing to America, like, how safe would you say Poland is compared to other European countries? I feel like even compared to countries like Britain, France, Germany, Poland, from my to my knowledge, having not been there but just watched a lot of videos and learned a lot about Poland, Poland seems a million times safer, and that's watching a lot of people's experiences who have visited Poland and so on. But as a Polish person, what do you think? Do you feel safe always out walking at night and just in your general day-to-day life? Is it very safe?
Another thing you'll quickly notice is how well public transport works. Americans used to cars for everything are in for a total shift in thinking. You land in Warsaw, hop on a train from the airport, and in 20 minutes, you're in the city center. Need to get across town? Trams glide by every few minutes, clean, modern, and reliable. No stress, no traffic, no wondering if the next bus is even coming. You pay $1 or $2, tap your phone, and go. In cities like Gdańsk, Wrocław, or Poznan, the system is just as smooth. You don't need a car, and honestly, you won't want one. You'll walk more, breathe better, and actually enjoy getting around. And that leads perfectly into the next shocker. Poland is extremely digital friendly. Think Europe is behind on tech? Not Poland. Almost every shop, cafe, tram, or taxi takes contactless payments. Even grandma's pierogi stand at the market might let you tap your phone to pay. Compared to many parts of the US where cash is still king in small towns, Poland feels futuristic. You'll also find that a lot of official services, even things like paying bills, getting tickets, or booking doctor appointments, can be done online, fast and easily. It's digital life without the chaos.
Yeah, that does seem really good. I guess those two tie into each other in a way, but how do you feel about that? Is that the case? Is it kind of the same here in Malaysia? Like, you can make cashless payments everywhere, even the little local stalls and things. But it's really good. Poland seems it has like very good infrastructure, whether it is transport-wise or digitally. But do you find it very good? Is it always, or is it always new apps that making your life easier? What do you think about that?
Now, let's talk about something that will absolutely win your heart. Polish food. Not just the flavors, which are rich and comforting, but the whole experience of how Poles eat. Forget cereal and drive-through breakfasts. Poles wake up and sit down to a plate of sliced bread, fresh butter, cheese, tomatoes, cucumbers, and cold cuts. It's fresh, simple, and satisfying.
So much healthier.
Lunch, you might have a hot bowl of zurich, a sour rice soup with sausage and egg, or pierogi filled with anything from potatoes and cheese to blueberries. But the real magic is how affordable it all is. You can walk into a little family-owned place and eat like royalty for $5.00 to $8.00. Full meals, not snacks. And they come with soul. Now
tell me,
imagine this. You're staying in a small apartment or hostel, and every morning the first thing people do is walk to a local bakery. Not because they're being fancy, because it's just normal. Fresh, warm, handmade bread is part of daily life. There's nothing quite like biting into a still warm roll with poppy seeds or a slice of dark rye that smells like it was made 5 minutes ago. Bread here isn't mass-produced or flavorless. It's an art form, and it makes American bread seem like cardboard in comparison. And guess what else will make you smile? Green spaces.
Yeah, that one for sure. Because that's again what I hear a lot about America is their food is just so unhealthy. They say it's poisoning people. They use so much additives. It's very expensive for that as well. It's just the complete opposite of Poland. And I mean, you can see that when I see videos of people walking around in Poland. People just seem a lot fitter and healthier, not as obese and overweight as Americans. But when they're talking about those costs, is that affordable for Polish people as well? Is it expensive? Can you eat out for cheap often or regularly in Poland?
Everywhere. You don't need to drive out of town to see nature. Cities in Poland are filled with parks, bike paths, riverfronts, and forests you can reach with a quick tram ride. Families picnic in summer, people jog along the river in spring, and even in winter you'll see bundled up walkers taking in the fresh air. The connection to nature isn't just a weekend thing, it's part of everyday life. Now, one of the most unexpected and heartwarming surprises is Polish hospitality. Now listen, Poles don't do fake friendliness. If someone greets you with a huge smile and asks, "How's your day?" in a store, chances are it's an American working there. Poles are more reserved with strangers, but once you're in, you're in. When you visit someone's home, you'll be treated like royalty. You'll be fed until you're full, offered tea every 30 minutes, and probably leave with a bag of food or homemade preserves. It's not loud or flashy, it's genuine warmth. Quiet, respectful, but deeply heartfelt. And the aesthetic beauty of Poland? It's hard to overstate. Old towns like Krakow or Torun look like storybooks. Cobblestone streets, pastel buildings, ancient churches, and market squares that feel like living history. Yet they're not artificial or made for tourists. They're full of real life. People live, work, and hang out there. The mix of medieval architecture, modern cafes, and street musicians creates this atmosphere that feels timeless and honestly, kind of magical. Then there's something uniquely cool. Drinking in public, which is legal in certain contexts, especially during events or in specific areas. Imagine a summer evening in a park by the river, music playing, people relaxing on blankets with a cold beer, and it's totally normal. Not out of control, not dangerous, just chill. Of course, there are rules, and you can't do it everywhere, but the vibe is different, more mature, more relaxed. And when it comes to celebrations and traditions, Poland doesn't hold back. Christmas isn't just a day, it's a whole season. The markets open in November, the food becomes extra festive, and homes are filled with the smell of cinnamon, dried fruit, and pierogi. Easter is equally big, with hand-painted eggs, family feasts, and unique religious traditions. And then there's All Saints' Day, a national holiday where people light thousands of candles at cemeteries to honor the dead. The result is breathtaking, glowing fields of flickering light that stretch as far as the eye can see. One more shocker, the healthcare. If you're used to American prices, your jaw will drop. You can see a private doctor for less than what some Americans pay for parking at the hospital. Pharmacies are efficient, medications are affordable, and the quality of care is solid. For expats or digital nomads, it's a huge relief to not live in fear of a medical bill. And finally, walkability. You can live your life without ever needing a car. Cities are designed around walking, biking, and public transport. You'll be more active without even trying, and the mental stress of traffic and parking just disappears. It's a lifestyle change that many Americans grow to love very quickly. So yeah, Poland will shock you, not with chaos, but with how peaceful, beautiful, and surprisingly advanced it is.
Yeah, tell me what you think about that. Like, do you think it's, have you noticed like a lot of people moving to Poland actually? Because I see a lot of videos like this and it seems like a great place to live, of course, but I'm sure the amount of videos like this, it probably makes more people move there. So have you seen an increase in the amount of people moving to work in Poland, to live there? Yeah, it seems overwhelmingly positive, just a better quality of life, the walkability, green spaces, the food, everything just makes you healthier and happier. Yeah, is there anything that's not so good about Poland? Tell me in the comments. Thanks.